Childhood emotional abuse is a huge silent killer of one's inner child. It happens in many households. It's not really spoken out aloud, and the child younger in age is the time from where the emotional abuse starts from within the family circles. Uh, and how does it happen? With constant criticisms with other kids, um, making the kid feel that he or she is not good enough for who they are, and comparing them, and just somewhere uh, giving that sense of not being appreciative of who the kid is trying to be. And the kid is trying really hard to win the parents' affection, their acceptance, as that was my case. So it's just that there comes a time when the criticisms and the comparisons and the frustrations of parents, they start becoming your inner voice. You start believing in them, and you start devaluing yourself. You start criticizing yourself. You know, your inner chatter starts that way. Even if your parent stops at some point in their life, it's like you continue to be an extension of their frustration and their emotion and their voice and so on, and you silently keep ruminating on it and making it a reality, a narrative, and tell yourself all the negative emotional stories about yourself, how you feel so wrong as a person, as if just having the health that you have, or the academic grades that you get, or having your own certain choices and preferences are all something that needs to be coming under their microscopic analysis and judgment. And if you seem to win their approval, then you get a sense of validation for who you are. So this is the kind of emotional breeding ground that usually happens in dysfunctional families, emotionally dysfunctional families. And since I belong to one such family, I was able to understand the impact of how much I had to withhold and suppress my inner child, and the curiosity, the spontaneity, the creativity, the goofiness, and so on, that usually the inner child has in its essence, and it keeps uh, being there in you irrespective of your age. It's not just some childhood phenomenon, your inner child. It's the need that's your a very integrated, very integral part of your personality, which expresses the playfulness, the joyful way of seeing life, with the innocence and simplicity and truth that the basically a child is identified with. That's what the inner child also mirrors in each of us almost. But unfortunately, due to the influences that our parents seem to exert on us and expect us to be something or somebody that we are not, or we realize only later on that the truths that we told ourselves and we hold so dear to our hearts are something that we can just let go and embrace the inner child in us, who's actually being authentic in who she is, and what her needs are, uh, and just give her the respect and the personal space, and the validation by just being a parent to your own inner child. That's called reparenting. So it's high time that we wake up to the concept of reparenting ourselves, and helping our inner child thrive, and sparkle in whichever environment we may have moved on, and have learned to survive, etc. So the inner environment also truly matters. Give your inner child a second chance to grow up with you, to love being alive in you. Thank you.